Very happy with our young men on our football team and the coaching staff. I just thought that we really prepared well all week, and it showed on the football field against a team that was very stingy on defense, played in a bunch of low-scoring games. And I was really concerned because they ran the ball effectively against a lot of teams. And then that opens up the play action. But our defense did a heck of a job. So it's a credit to our players and a credit to our staff, both sides, for preparing our guys and putting that on the field today. Also, I credited our players for playing with class, because that's a chippy game. Usually is. Guys walked away, focused just on football. And sometimes that's hard to do when you're playing an emotional game on a hot afternoon. So, and we're always happy to win it, Ronnie.
So, week one, but you got to feel pretty good about beating them week one. I mean, is that a pretty tough opening game there for you guys in the conference?
Stonehill?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a challenge. And we don't go off the past, but our older kids remember when, the first 2 years, they beat us, their first 2 years in the conference. And it's a tough game all the time. They're well coached, they're tough kids. They've got some athletes. And so, yeah, to win this opening game in the conference is great.
First quarter was kind of a slugfest, going back and forth between punts and fourth down conversions. What was kind of the attitude shift going into the second quarter where you guys then exploded offensively for 3 touchdowns?
I don't know. I wasn't happy either. We were doing some good things. We just weren't consistent on offense, and that hurt us. And I thought we got a little more consistent, and then we made some big plays. We got the ball to our skilled receivers, and I think that helped us get going a little bit. I felt the same thing, and I just didn't think we were efficient. And when you're slugging it out like that, you have to be for all 3 downs. We had 1 or 2 penalties that put us back 5 yards that I'm working on right now in practice. Trust me.
Coach, Joey surpassed 2,000 career receiving yards today. How do you think you've seen him grow as a player in his career?
What an outstanding accomplishment for him to get that. Somebody had mentioned it to me last week, and I'm not normally seeing those stats, but when he got his first catch, I went, well, he got his 2,000. It's rare for me to do that, but it was early in the game, and I'm so proud of him. He's grown. I mean, he was a hard-working kid when he came in here the first year, but I think his growth is that he knows how to channel his hard work to get better at the finer points of the game. You can be good and you can be talented, but if you study the finer points of the game, you can be really good. And that's where he's bordering on right now, really good and being a great receiver, in our history here.
So on the flip side of that, you see Ryan go for 2 touchdowns. I mean, what's his progression been like? How proud are you of the progress that he's made so far?
You're really happy for him. He's getting opportunities because, he's coming in and it's a talented receiving room. And so he's earned the opportunity to get on the field. In certain packages, he's not on the field. He doesn't start, but he starts in that package, and and he's working really hard, and he's paying attention. He's very smart. No comparisons. He's Ryan Petrus, and we're happy to have him.
How much does he benefit from having Joey in the room with him?
I think it helps, because he obviously can model some of the things that he has done from when he was a freshman on and how he works. And I think it benefits, all those guys benefit off each other because they're talented and you can't take 1 or 2 away, BJ and Kai, OC, they're, Jermaine, they're talented receivers. So it's all good.
On the other side of your offense, your running backs continued their really strong 2025 campaign. Ness Davis got over 100 yards today. What have you been seeing from your running back room that's really impressed you this season?
They work well together. They want to be success. They work really hard. Coach Gratton does a great job with them, preparing them. They study. They all study. Happy for Ness. He's been progressing in the system since he got here this summer. Talented kid, but he's fitting right in with the other guys. Sean didn't play today. That's the nice thing is, one's hurt. Taj was a little bit banged up too. I don't think he was fully 100%. So the three of those guys are sharing time and carries, picking each other up. It's a really good room. And the young guy, D-Hop, he's got some jumps in him, and he keeps learning too. So, it'd be good to have that fourth guy that we can get in there.
What's it like having to rely on transfers sometimes and seeing them already gel so well with the team so early in the season?
Yeah, that's a hard thing is you get them in and, they have to learn your system and then be a part of the team, And I think the ones we have this year really acclimated to our football team really well, and maybe that's a credit to all our old dudes we got on the team, Ack and Kurz and McLaurin and all those guys have been playing for years and years and years, and they've set the tone here, and they accept them in, and it just seems like the guys are got acclimated real quick personally as well as on a football field.
Pretty complete game played by your defense as well. You got an interception, forced a fumble, although you didn't recover it. What was the overall game plan coming in against Stonehill, and what did you really see your guys step up in this game?
Well, we really had to stop their run game. We watched them, I think it was last week or the week before, they ran 11 straight times in a row the same play and just ran it and shoved it down someone's throat. And they're patient about it, methodical about it. So that was a concern for me. But we did a really good job with our front guys. And it wasn't based off of getting an extra guy in the box nor blitzing all the time. We played some base stuff and made it hard for them. Didn't always get a TFL or a 1 or 2 yard. Even when they were getting 3, 4, 5 yards, it was hard. So that kind of limited their run game. And Coach Jacobs and his staff did a really good job because I was concerned with the play action pass and the seams that are created with that. They did a really good job matching up and breaking on balls.
Does that show just how dominant your defensive line and linebackers are? I mean, they were never really got comfortable, it seemed.
I think today that's where those guys played too, our guys. Dominant is end of the season. We're at a certain place, These guys know. I'm going to make them keep working for it. They're good. They're working hard. I'm proud of them. Happy for them. But we're going to keep getting better,
Coach, you got Tyson back today. Just what did he mean to defense?
So happy to have him back. It gave opportunity for some guys to get a break. We now got 4 or 5 guys who can play linebacker, various different spots. Petey was banged up a little bit. Ethan Cole is Petey is his nickname. So it's great to have him back. And then you can lead on the sideline like he did, last week, but it's great to have him play and as a leader.
Anything else? Good. All right. Thanks. Congrats, guys.
Thanks, Jake.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.